it is day 17 on the court, and I realized yesterday as I got home and went about my day after coming to the court and working out that I had forgotten an important step in my routine, and that was stretching. And I started to feel it in my shins, and shin splints are something you don't want. They take a long time to get rid of. And basically what they are is like on your shins, if you don't stretch that muscle starts to pull away from the bone. And so there's some exercises that I always did in track and gymnastics when I was in high school, and if I did these stretches before, I didn't get, and I did them every day before we did our workout, I didn't get shin splints that season. But I had to remember to do them every single day. And one of the stretches that you want to do, just bring the camera to my leg level. You want to stretch your calves really, really good, because this is where the shin splints occur, on the shins. And so you really want to stretch your calf muscle, stretch your hamstring. So first stretch the hamstring, and you can do that by straddling and bending over and letting these muscles in the back behind your knees relax. Then you can place your feet together and just hang and let those muscles relax. And then you want to really give your calves a good stretch. So go into a lunge and stretch that back calf right there. This is mostly going to work this upper muscle here, or stretch that upper muscle. Switch legs. Just really lean into it. I kind of lean forward and back. Give it a good up and down stretch, because as I lean forward and backwards, it kind of moves the stretch up and down. And let it just relax into the stretch. And another thing that's really, really good to do is to warm up your muscles before you actually stretch. So you can jog in place or walk around the court a couple times. Now the next stretch I'm going to do is the lower muscle right down here, and this really, really helps prevent shin splints. And so I'm going to lean in. So place your foot down like this and lean forward. And that stretches this muscle. Place your other foot and lean forward. That's stretching this lower muscle. Another thing I do is when I do stretch this back muscle, I will lift my heel up and lean the knee forward as well. So stretching the top of the muscle, top of the calf, and then leaning in. So there's the top, pushing it back, and then lifting up the heel and leaning in. And then with another thing that's really important to do is going up high on your toes and stretching. warming up those muscles. And then ankle rolls to stretch and warm up. Ankle so that you don't sprain an ankle. Of course, you want to stretch your upper body as well. You're going to be making shots and throwing your shoulders and arms in a lot of abrupt ways, making shots, and if you want to do tricks, you know. But so you really want to warm up your arms and your shoulders. And then roll your wrists, because you're going to be doing a lot of things that affect your wrists and your hands. I kind of bend my wrists back a little bit and stretch them. Because when you're getting a rebound, or if someone's passing you a ball, it's going to, the impact is going to affect your wrists, and you want to make sure that they're ready for it and good and stretched out. So can't forget that important step in my routine, because having an injury will really set you back. Today I thought I would work on my ball handling skills, and I saw a couple of tutorials where they used 2 balls, and so I thought I would do a couple of drills to practice. Instead of using 1 ball, I'm using 2, and that increases your ability to do the skill, because now you have 2 to think about and 2 to coordinate. And I'm not going to do all the fancy things that I saw some of these ball handlers do. They are quite amazing and have mastered a lot of things. They can actually do these skills where you bounce the ball behind your back and do it with 2 of them. They can go in between their legs and that sort of thing. But I'm going to just do the simple ones first, because if you master the basic things, then you can move on to the more complicated and more fancier things. So the first things that I think that are basic in skills, of course, is being able to grip the ball in the shooter's grip. And that's when you put the ball, have a little gap between the ball and your palm, and just practiced twisting and holding the ball with your hands without dropping it, and gripping the ball. The balls, there's 2 of them here, of course. And then the next skill to practice that's very critical and basic is dribbling. So I'm going to do low dribbles and high dribbles with both balls. And that's interesting. Amazing how much you really think about coordinating both hands, because what you can feel one hand, your dominant hand, stronger than the other one, and so trying to get the rhythm with both it's a good skill to learn. It actually gets your cardio up too if you do that for quite some time. The next skill is actually moving with both balls and dribbling them. And so I'm going to try that. Definitely trying to coordinate both balls is quite the task. Your mind is working, you're trying to keep the rhythm, trying to adjust how much pressure you use with your left hand versus your right, or your dominant hand and your weaker hand. And so that's a very good skill, and it gets your cardio up as well. And the last thing I'm going to do is something I'm not sure I can do, but I'm going to try it, and it's doing crossovers with two balls. And this is probably very tricky for me, so I'm going to practice with one ball first and then try it with two. Okay, so here's the crossover. In its simplest form. So practicing it with one ball is important before you start two. And once you add the second ball, definitely something to give you to work on, right? And it's definitely something I'm going to work on with my ball handling skills. So try two balls to improve your ball handling skills, and don't forget to stretch. I'm now going to practice some court shots for the rest of my workout, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you Monday.